transfers into my Swiss bank account, if you would. That one, yes. Wait, what? The organization
Please,
is playing
no
havoc with
cell
Geneva's
phones.
financial sector.
Does it count
This
if
is
the conversation's
unprecedented.
all in his head?
Do some of my hedge funds to the Cayman Islands?
I didn't know you were part of the group now.
Oh, I was just on the old lunch break, you know. You should have come around earlier. It would have been a party.
I propose we do this again tomorrow, all of us. Ocarina's treat.
No, don't put me on hold. Crisis or not, it can't take the banks a full week to straggle back online.
Cool, the gang's all here.
004. Well rested, I trust?
Don't start with that crap again.
Hey, I hate to break up your meeting, but your lunch break ended 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, she obviously knows her.
What's that about?
Round table?
Yep.
That like a thing?
A lab member powwow, indeed.
You make it sound like we do them all the time.
Only table I see here is rectangular.
I don't mean it literally. Round table is simply a figure of speech meant to evoke camaraderie.
Thank you. I'm quite familiar with the expression. I'm just never sure whether you mean things literally or not.
I think it sounds sweet even if it is rectangular.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's start. Who's gonna bring the camaraderie?
Yeah, what now, Chief? You pull a sword from a stone?
I'd like to point out that as a temporary member, I shouldn't be eligible to attend.
Goodness. Fine. I grant you special privileges. Moving on. Our needs must be to apprise Mayuri of Notre Dame.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Oh, cart before the horse.
Not helpful. Continue to mock me, and my wrath shall hammer
Please,
down
you get
upon.
sidetracked
Oh,
making up a
Jesus,
name for
guy.
a screwdriver.
Excuse me. Prepare to eat your words, naysayer. I've already plucked a name for the facts in question. Is it from thin air? We shall call it Kyoma's Nostalgia Drive.
What? So off the chain.
I propose referring to it as K&D for short. Catchy anagrams are far more
He seems
marketable.
normal.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
sure.
fast food chain.
Duly noted, temporary
Doesn't even
assistant.
talk
Now, if you'll just let
normal.
those
I
of
say
us...
we have a show of hands. Who here's good with Kiyoma's Nostalgia Drive?
Oh, come on, neither of you?
Sorry, I agree with her. It's not a bad name, but even when you don't use the letters, it makes me think of a charity.
Yeah, sides, Kiyoma, nice try.
In the interest of keeping it cute and simple, since it goes against the flow of time, why not call it contrary mail?
I don't get it.
You have a lot to learn about cute.
Why are we arguing when it should clearly be the mail that leapt through time?
Because we're not entering it into a film festival.
Now you're just being a brat.
At least my idea doesn't make you want to order a bucket of chicken wings.
Balance, man. We need romance and concision.
Then I'll squish it to Time Leaper.
Except that now we don't know what's leaping, do we?
Oh,
Maybe we
God.
could work banana in there somewhere. Oh, can you imagine our logo?
Do-do-do! Ha! Just wait till you get a load of this one. We call it Flux Mail Capacitor.
Are we implying that it runs on plutonium now?
Ooh, DeLorean mail.
That doesn't make
DeLorean
sense.
Close
mail.
enough. Though if we go with that, I'd suggest we...
Arturo, that was a reference to the comment about DeLorean. Was a reference to the car in Back to the Future.
Oh,
That was the name of the car. Was the DeLorean?
I forgot.
Yeah.
Are
Also,
we implying that
the
it runs on
sorry.
plutonium?
Yeah.
no, also the male that leaped through time was the girl that leaped through time.
Oh, okay.
That was another.
Oh,
that was
the
an anime film.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that came like back in 2000.
I didn't get that reference personally, but okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Plutonium now?
Ooh, DeLorean mail.
That doesn't make sense.
Close enough. Though if we go with that, I'd suggest we shorten it to D-mail.
Email.
Oh, that's a good one.
Great, we can move on, finally.
Now! Yes, that's it! Show me what you've got! The fruit is where?
It's a Jill Nana. It worked.
Whoa.
Just as I hypothesized, time of day is an essential component in how the D-mail system works. I am a genius!
Nice job, Okabe. I was kind of inclined to doubt you at first, but
Forgiven. It's quite enough to see that you are appropriately awed
He's
by
not
my
humble
intellect.
at all, is he?
whatever. Did you get the text?
Indeed. 5 days ago, to be exact.
Yeah, but there's two. Did you send another one?
Just the one. Interesting. It's been split up.
I'm not familiar with this vernacular.
In America, it's a compliment.
You know, now that I think about it, your D-mail to me the other day was all broken up too. Part of it was cut off, as a matter of fact. And, of course, it popped up 5 days earlier.
I know, right? Probably some physical law. Wait, that would mean that my head is full of air. There is no way that's a compliment!
How are you just now getting that?
Vile little minx and her infernal insults! Blast! You stocking up for the end of times? Ramen and one bag of paraffin chocolate is more than enough. Looks like you're amping up for a bender.
What, a guy can't celebrate a successful experiment?
Put him back, Lord Silo.
Screw you.
Lars.
Anyway, shouldn't you be groveling?
Don't know what you're doing up there, and I don't want to know. But if it involves an elephant, you're in breach of your lease.
Well, I can assure you, sir, it is not a pachyderm, though it is definitely huge. Not to worry, though. You'll be vexed no more today. Why aren't you stopping? Did I or did I not give you orders to desist?
Hey, I told them to. She's the one who kept on.
I sent you another one. Did it go through?
How am I supposed to know?
You had your phone on you 5 days ago?
Stop mocking.
Oh, that's right. Your phone rang like a bazillion times while you were gone, even when we weren't running tests.
She was 5 feet from me for half of these.
Who are you mad at?
Oh, just ignore him, hun. He's running low on calcium.
I am not.
I realize you're preoccupied, but if you think it's important, I gleaned enough data to work up a rough sketch of how D-mail works.
What?
I've calculated that 1 second on the timer equals an hour in reality, moving upstream to the flow of linear time. That means a minute 30 translates to 5 days.
Pretty balls out she locked on to how to control the distance that text travels back, huh?
Indeed, but being limited to 36 characters is still our Achilles heel. I'd like to find a way to improve upon that if at all possible. As it stands now, it's not very practical.
Well, that's not such a big deal if you don't have to send anything really large back in time. Hey, maybe it's hard because of the whole car black hole thing.
I think you mean Kerr black hole.
That's it. A Kerr black hole is too tight to let big stuff through.
Maybe it just needs a little, practice.
Will you knock it off?
I suggest rest. We can hit the problem with fresh minds tomorrow. Each of us should feel proud of what's been accomplished here today. Because of us, August 2nd, 2010 is now a date that will live in the hearts of mankind forever. On this day, the Future Gadget Laboratory breathed new life into a dream as old as the hills. Or we have bridled time!
Well, except that CERN kind of already beat us to it.
And saying we've bridled it is presumptuous. We're still stuck in the preliminary phase.
I'm attempting to be poetic here! Must you insist on sapping the thunder out of every single utterance? Look, this is getting ridiculous, and it's very early. Wait, is this your idea of hounding yours truly for an exclusive interview or something? Why won't you speak? Of course. The aura of big bad legendary mad scientist Hoin Kyoma robs yet another innocent lamb of her powers of speech.
It's just easier sending texts. I came here to, well, you know, see the IBN.
Very well. But see is all you shall do. That done, you will leave at once. Understood? No. An outsider's caught wind of numero 8.
Okay.
Okay, what is it this time?
Is he, when he has these crazy little phone conversations, is he really talking to somebody or is he just talking to himself in his head? And Matt's frozen.
Oh.
No, maybe he's not. I thought I saw him move.
Oh.
He's not answering the question.
Yeah, No, I didn't hear you. It froze and it went back.
Oh,
So
sorry.
what were you guys asking?
What I said was, when he has these crazy conversations on the phone, is he just talking to himself in his head, or is he really talking to somebody?
I mean,
Okay.
is it in his head?
Okay. I just wonder because he's so eccentric, and I'm thinking,
Right.
He's not all there, is he?
No, he ain't all there. He's a little bit out there for sure. And so I wondered, at first when it was showing him talking on the phone, I was wondering if he was just talking to himself. Now I'm starting to wonder if he's actually talking to somebody else. So
I mean, maybe the other person is himself.
Yeah, that could be true, right?
Yeah.
Time travel.
It's all in his.
Yeah.
Or it's all in his head.
Well, that's true.
I think he's just talking to himself.
I don't know what he's doing.
Apparently,
I mean, he seems perfectly normal.
Yeah,
They
sure.
know we're performing experiments similar to. Damn it all! I'm trying to have a conversation.
Is it true?
FB? Very well. I suppose since the cat's out of the bag, I'm loath to do this, however. Kiryu Moeka, as of this moment, I christen you lab member 005.
I knew he was going to do that. I can remember the team. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's moving along at a slow-ish pace.
But I think it's on purpose, though. They're trying to.
Set
I
it
guess
up.
everything probably will tie in at the very end of this.
Well,
I mean,
obviously.
Matt here has seen it,
so.
so he knows. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like it's tying into all the gooey stuff when you time jump into a black hole, as we've seen the previous episode prior to this.
I mean, I guess at some point there's going to be some time travel that happens without anybody turning into goo.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
mean, obviously it happened with him because he went forward in time, I guess, and saw that girl getting killed.
Yeah, it's like, is it me or is it like his subconscious jumping in time?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
I
what. See, like
wonder.
that dream he was having, and I almost wondered, was that like his subconscious jumping in a black hole? You know,
It's funny that he called it. He mentioned Event Horizon, and there was a movie called Event Horizon that I did a reaction to, and it was about stuff like that, like wormhole type thing. Like what happened in Event Horizon was this ship had crossed through this wormhole and had basically entered into some other dimension, like hell, where there were these demons and stuff. And then when it came back into the regular time, it brought some of that with it.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's what it made me think of when he said that. So that's obviously a name that pertains to time travel and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out where this is going, because there's no other storyline we're being exposed to too much beyond his little circle.
Yeah, well, I think that's the point. I wonder, like, with the girl they're working at, obviously going to do something to trigger something in the future, because the other
Which girl? Which girl?
The girl with the red hair, long red hair.
Yeah, and there's something that
she hasn't done something.
That,
yeah, she hasn't done something yet.
But she will.
She will.
And I just have a feeling that the girl with the braids is the one that stabbed her.
Yeah, and then there's the
I'm
other
making
girl.
all these speculations.
Then there's the girl with the phone. I wonder if they're both.
Unless it was him. Unless
Who
he
knows?
did it.
I'm trying to figure out, is the two girls with the brown hairs, are they connected? Because the girl with the phone takes pictures. She's kind of doesn't really fit in society. And the other girl, she fits in, but she's reacting to...
You talking about the girl with the braids?
Yeah, the other girl is reacting to stuff that almost seems like a PTSD thing of war.
She acts like she knows her. I think
she knows her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to
So,
see
thumbs up.
if we're going to get like a future scene of World War III. I want to see that. I want to see what the future looks because of whatever happens. Because obviously, I think I know a little bit about
the story.
One of those girls. I won't say who. For spoiler purposes.
Spoilers.
Just a little bit.
Spoilers. And Matt's sitting there like,
yeah,
I know it all.
Everything.
But I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
We don't want you to say, honestly, though.
Yeah. I mean, for all you know, what if Daru's mastermind?
Daru
is the guy, right?
He's the heavier set guy.
Oh, that
He's
guy.
the mastermind.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Maybe him and Mr. Bronze are working an angle.
It's all a game. It's all a game. From the very get-go.
I just want to, I'm looking forward to when we get to what is the point what's going on.
Mhm.
But right now, it's like they're solving a mystery. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just trying to figure out these things, and
Like, why is
that's
people?
why it's
Yeah.
that's why it's slow going. I think once they get into the meat of it, it might feel like it picks up faster and faster.
They also had to cut a lot of content from the game.
Oh, okay.
From the visual, because the visual novel is about 60 hours.
Wow.
So they have to streamline everything so it doesn't just go on for like 4 seasons of
Too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did this
So-
ever air on Toonami?
No.
No.
It would be
So
kind of
how-
cool if they did.
So this really technically only had what would be considered like what, one season?
It's
Sorta.
one season, and then there's
So it's that other
Zero. And then I think they're talking about doing a sequel or something is also going off.
Oh.
There's the
Um,
movie.
There's the movie, and then there are the 3 spin-offs. But
okay,
they're
so that's
only
a lot of material,
spin-offs because of the games, not because of the animes.
not because of the show.
Because the
Okay.
company that did the visual novels, there's a RoboNotes. It's like it's on the Switch. It's RoboNotes, but it's called like Daru's Vacation.
Oh.
But Daru doesn't have anything to do with RoboNotes.
Okay.
I think it was cut content from the game. I think in the game they add in the other as like advertising purposes. They add in like where they go into like RoboNotes or something for like a
Oh.
few seconds, and then they leave. But I think they cut most of that stuff from the anime.
Okay, yeah, just to get to
Okay.
their point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story. Most
Yeah, I mean-
sounds like filler almost when you think about it.
Yeah,
They
I
just
mean,
cut it.
I'm fine with less filler, honestly,
Yeah, I mean,
because
here's
it
the
does
thing.
make it feel like it just drags out too long when there's.
That's
too
the
much of
thing.
that.
Naruto does that.
I know.
Dragon Ball does that.
No,
One Piece does
Naruto's
that.
never done that. Naruto's
But-
only about
but-
500-600 episodes.
Almost close to 1,000
Mm.
if you think about it, but then again,
Inuyasha did that.
yeah, but the Inuyasha is a weird one because some of its filler is actually pretty good. Some of it.
Yeah, it's not really. The
Like-
fillers aren't really boring. It's just the storylines got a little repetitive.
Yeah, like to be honest, the one filler episode that got me into Inuyasha was a filler episode, and that was the one about the demon rats.
Yeah.
Because that had to do with Songo and her brother. I don't know, something about that intrigued me.
Because of Sango.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
started
was.
to have interest, but she's kind of the reason why I got into it.
Yes. Your love for Sango.
I loved her,
So,
and I wanted
you know,
to marry
wanted
her.
to marry her.
Yeah.
I know.
Gli appurato interno.